activist, and as you see, she has not stopped. I want to MS61 welcome for Mrs. Boynton. Last night, she flew last night, and one of the things she wanted to do, she wanted to speak to you, not any of the adults, but the children. This is the 50th anniversary of the Civil Rights March in Birmingham, Alabama, of children your age and younger. And they demonstrated, and they were locked up, and they went to jail for a little bit of time, and they weren't afraid. And they went without their parents. You know, you're not too young to appreciate any kind of thing, what they're talking about with your rights. And just because we're in the 21st century doesn't mean that everything is okay. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you again to Mrs. Boynton Robbins.
So they got together and decided that they would go to jail. And when I was pushed and was drugged, thrown in a car to be in the jail, I just knew that I would be there, and I wondered, what in the world did I do but help people? And sometimes when you are helping people, you know that you are right, and you have nothing to worry about. But I heard the rumbling downstairs. These people were elderly people, and some of them could hardly walk. And when I heard that they were coming up the steps, I heard the jailer when he said, "Give me the keys and let me open the jail door." And if you never heard of a jail door being open, it sounds like death and you can't get out. So when I listened, this man who was a jailer said, "I cannot open this door." Then bring me the other keys. And the assistant brought the keys, and that key would not open the door. And why those people who were on the outside, because they could not get in. One woman said, "Yes, when God closes a door, no man can open." And they could not open. Then they began to sing. And I can't sing now, but I heard them, and in my mind, I still can hear that all of these people who were crippled, unable to walk, they started singing. Over my head, I hear angels in the air. Over my head, I hear angels in the air. Over my head, I hear angels in the air. Surely there is a God somewhere. And somebody else started singing, "Oh God, we need you. We are here, and the enemies have taken over." And then they heard also, "Come by here, my Lord, come by here. Come by here, my Lord, come by here. Come by here, my Lord, come by here. Oh Lord, come by here." They could not open the door. They said for the Lord, for the locksmith. The locksmith could not open it. And he said, I would have to have an acetylene torch and blow this door open. And that shows you that you can't get away and you cannot step in the pathway that you can have life and life everlasting, and unless you have God with you. And these people believed in God, and finally they got upstairs. And when they got upstairs, they said to me, we told you you would not be here by yourself. So they kept them there for about 4 hours. Then they turned them loose because they were just standing on the steps of the city of the county courthouse. I was kept in jail until around 4 o'clock in the morning. And when they let me out, I was arrested for criminal provocation, whatever that is. But that was the reason why God led these people. And I do want to say that we were working with the older people, but there was a man who came in. He was at this university, a freshman. And when he said that he wanted to go to join the people who were fighting, and the person who was with SCLC, Southern Christian Leadership Conference, said we have 3 people of 3 sections, and one is in Mississippi, one is in Birmingham, and then we have another one in Selma, Alabama. But we marked them off because the sheriff is so vicious. And this young man said, that's where I want to go. I want to go to Selma, Alabama. And he left this university. And he was with SCLC, which is Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Came down to Selma. The first thing he did was to come to my office. And when he came to the office, he said, I want you to help me to get these young people. He went to the high school and said, hi guys, come here. And 2 or 3 of them came. And when they came, he said, how would you like to sing some freedom songs? And they said, why we like it? Because they were not free, their parents were not free, and they would have to do just what Boss Charlie told them to do. Not having even to go into the stores and get what they wanted. So he took the young people like you, like you, like you, and they followed him. And today we have been able to get the right to vote because they were hopeless. They could not walk the street. They were thrown in jail. But you are the ones who were responsible. And the reason why you are the ones, because we were working with the adults, and the adults were placed in jail. They lost their jobs. They were not able to do anything. They were even killed. And I was just looking at my book where the man, one of just an ordinary guy, he killed the fellow, half killed him. Called the other folk and said, help me to bury this guy. They said, he's not dead. Oh, yes, he is. And if he isn't dead, then you're going to be put in there. That's the type of life that these people live. The sheriff, who also saw a guy and didn't like it. And he took his gun out and shot him and said, I shot him because he would look like he wanted to turn around and knock me down the steps. So that was a type of life. And that place that we did right there in Selma, it's that type of life that people are going back right now where they were. And the only way we are going to be free is because you and all of you will have to say, if you don't have any civil rights, you have people that come to me and say, well, you folk have been working, and we got the right to vote, and we are standing on your shoulder. How in the world can you do anything when you're standing up on somebody's shoulder? You're just making it worse, and the white man is looking and trying to do all that he can to put you right back where your forefathers were. And we made the road for you to fight. We made the road for you to get the opportunity to send your young people. And you are not too young to realize that we have to have political names and find out whether you are going to let the people do like they have been doing, or to take us back where we can't vote. You will have the opportunity right now that you feel that you are a citizen, and because of a citizen, read and know something about the people you have that are leading you. So don't go back, but remember, you are a child of God, and He didn't make any difference at all. But one thing, do not hate. Some of you say, oh, I hate Mary, I hate Joanne. And when you hate, you don't have any room for love. Take that hate out of your mind and out of your heart and put love in there, and you will find that you can go through this world and people will love you. Took this lady and held her up. I constantly said to God, I didn't ask Him, I said to Him, dear God, I cannot afford to drown because I've got too much to do. That much to do is to help young people and have them to realize that nothing is impossible with God.